Hello, this is Ashok Sarvaga, PGT English, PMC Kendriya Vidyalaya Sonpur. We are going to begin the reading activity for class 8th.
I, Suman Smith Meher of class 8, is going to read out a paragraph of Jalebis. Look here, you 4 rupees, I said to them. I am a good boy. Don't misguide me or it won't be good for you. I get so much at home that I consider even looking at something in the bazaar a sin. Beside you are my fees and fund money. If I spend you today, then how shall I show my face to Master Ghulam Muhammad in school tomorrow, and after that to Alhamia at Qiyamah? You probably don't know it, but when Master Ghulam Muhammad gets angry and makes you stand on the bench, he simply forgets to let you sit till the last bell rings. So it's best you stop chewing my ears like this and let me go home straight. Thank you.
I am Svetambari of class 8 going to read out a paragraph of the chapter A Short Monsoon Diary. August 31. It is the last day of August and the last monsoon growth has reached its peak. The seeds of the cobra lily are turning red, signifying that the rains are coming to an end. In a few days, the ferns will start turning yellow, but right now they are still firm, green and upright. Ground orchids, mauve lady slipper, and white butterfly orchid put, a, put on a fashion display on the grassy slopes of Landor. Wild dahlias, red, yellow, and magenta, reared their heads from the rocky crevices where they have taken hold. Snakes and rodents floated out of their holes, and burrows taken shelter in roofs, attics, and godowns. A shrew weak of eyesight blundered around the rooms, much of the amusement of the children. Don't kill it, admonishes their grandmother. Chuchundars are lucky, they bring money. And sure enough, I received a check from in the mail. Not a very large one, but welcome at the same time.
A warm good morning to everyone. I am Abhigyan Panda of class 8. Today I am reading a lesson of English book Bipin Chaudhary Left of Memory. So now it goes. Every Monday on his way back from work, Bipin Chaudhary would drop in at Kalicharan's in New Market to buy books, crime stories, ghost stories, and thrillers. He had to buy at least 5 at a time to last him through the week. He lived alone but was not good a mixture, had few friends and didn't like spending time in idli cha. Today at Kalicharan's, Bipin Babu had feeling that someone was observing him from close quarter. He turned round and found himself looking at a round-faced, meek-looking man who now broke into a smile. I don't know. Suppose you recognize me. Have we met before? Asked Bipin Babu. The man looked greatly surprised. We met every day for a whole week. I arranged I arranged for a car to take you to the Hudro Falls in 1958. In Ranchi, my name is Parimal Ghosh. Ranchi? Now Bipin Babu realized that it was not he but this man who was making a mistake. Bipin Babu had never been to Ranchi. He had been at the point of going several times but never made it. He smiled and said, Do you, do, do you know who I am?
Good morning, I am Saurabha Panjai from class 8. Today I am going to read a chapter from English textbook named Jalebi. It happened many years ago in sorry, It happened many years ago. I was in the 5th standard of the government school Kambalpur. It called Atak. One day I went to school with 4 rupees in my pocket to pay the school fees and the fun. When I got there, I found that the teacher who collects the fees. Master Ghulam Muhammad was on leave, and so the fees would be collected the next day. I thought the day the coins simply sat in my pocket, but once school got over, I was outside. They began to speak. All right, coins don't talk, they jingle or go khanak khanak. But I am telling you, that day they actually speak. One coin said, what are you thinking about? Those fresh hot jalebis come out from the katori in the shop over there. They're, they're not coming out from nothing. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all. My name is Aryan. My topic name is Jalebi. It happened many it happened many years ago. I was in the fifth standard at the government school Kambalpur, now called Atak. One day I went to school with 4 rupees in my pocket to pay the school fees and the font. When I got there, I found that the teacher who collected the fees, Master Ghulamdin Muhammad, was on leave, and so the fees would be collected the next day. Although the day the coin simplifier had sat in my pocket, but once school got over and I was outside there, they began to speak. Alright, coin, do not talk. The jingle or go khanak khanak. But I am telling you that they actually spoken. One coin said, what are you thinking about? Those fresh hot jalebi coming out of the hood in the shop. Over there, they were not coming out for nothing. Jalebi are meant to be eaten and only this only those with money in this pocket can eat them, and money is not for nothing. Money is meant to be spent, and only they spend it who like jalebis.
My name is Ravani. Now I am going to read a chapter of my English textbook, chapter number 7, Jalebi. It happened many years ago. I was in the 5th standard at the government school Kambalpur, now called Atta. One day I went to school with 4 rupees in my pocket to pay the school fees and the fund. When I got there, I found that the teacher who collected the fees, Master Ghulam Mohammed, was on leave, and so the fees will be collected the next day. All through the day, the coin simply sat in my pocket. But once school got over and I was outside, they began to speak. Alright, coins don't talk. They jingle or go thanak thanak. But I am telling you that day they actually spoke. One coin said, what are you thinking about? Those fresh hot jalebi coming out the kadhao in the shop over there. They were not coming out for nothing. Jalebi are meant to be eaten and only those with money.
Good morning, I am Tanmashina from class 8 and today I am going to read a paragraph from the lesson Jalebis. My mouth watered, but I wasn't about to be swept away so easily. In school, I was among the most promising students. In the 4th standard exams, I had even won a scholarship of 4 rupees a month. Besides, I came from a particularly well-to-do family, so I enjoyed considerably prestige. I had never once been beaten so far. On the contrary, Masterji had got me to beat the other boys. For a child of such status, standing there in the middle of the bazaar eating jalebis, no, it wasn't right. I decided. I clenched the rupees in my fist and came home. Thank you.
I'm Snigdha and today I'm going to read out a paragraph from my English textbook chapter number 4 Bipin Chaudhary Lapse of Memory. So let's begin it. Every Monday on his way back from work, Bipin Chaudhary would drop in at Kali Charan's in New Market to buy books, crime stories, ghost stories and thrillers. He had to buy at least 5 at a time to last him through the week. He lived alone, was not a good mixer but had few friends and didn't like spending time in ideal chat. Today, at Kalicharan, Bipin Babu had the feeling that someone was observing him from close quarters. He turned around and found himself looking at a round faced, meek looking man who now broke into a smile. I don't suppose you recognize me. Have we met before? Asked Bipin Babu. The man looked greatly surprised. We met every day for a whole week. I arranged for a car to take you to the Hudru Falls in 1958 in Ranchi. My name is Parimal Ghosh, Ranchi. Now Bipin Babu realized that it was not he but this man who was making a mistake. Bipin Babu had never been to Ranchi. He had been at the point of going several times but never made it. He smiled and said, "Do you know who I am?" The man raised his eyebrows, bit his tongue, and said, "Do I know you? Who does not know Bipin Chaudhary?" Bipin Babu now turned towards the bookshelves and said, "Still, you are making a mistake. One often does. I have never been to Ranchi." The man now laughed aloud. "What are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? You had a fall in Hudru and cut your right knee. I bought you Adine. I had fixed up a car for you. You go to Netherhut the next day. But you would not because of the pain in the knee. Can't you recall anything?" Someone else you know was also in Ranchi at the time. Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. You stayed in a bungalow. You said you didn't like hotel food and would prefer to have your meals cooked by Bawarji. Mr. Mukherjee stayed with his sister. You had a big argument about the moon landing, remember? I will tell you more. You always carried a bag with your books in it on your sightseeing trips. Am I right or not? Bipin Babu spoke quietly, his eyes still on the books. Which month? In 58? Are you talking about? The man said October. No, sir, said Bipin Babu. I spent puja in 58 with a friend in Kanpur. You are making a mistake. Good day. But the man didn't go, nor did he stop talking. Very strange. One evening I had tea with you in a veranda of your bungalow. But you spoke about your family. You said you had no children and that you had lost your wife 10 years ago. Your only brother had died insane, which is why you didn't want to visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. When Bipin Babu had paid for the books and was leaving the stop, the man was still looking at him in the utter disbelief. Bipin Babu car was safely parked in the Bertram Street, but the Lighthouse Cinema, he told the driver as he got into the car. Just drive by the Ganga, will you, Sitaram? Driving up the Strand Road, Bipin Babu regretted having paid so much attention in the interior. He had never been to Ranchi. No question about it. It was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident, which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. He had an excellent memory, unless Bipin Babu had reeled. Was he losing his mind? But how could that be? He was working daily in the office. It was a big firm and he was doing a responsible job. He wasn't aware of anything ever going seriously wrong. Only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting, and yet the man knew a great deal.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Anandbinag of class 8. I am going to read a paragraph from the lesson Jalebis. The coins disliked what I had said so much that all of them began to speak at the same time. There was such a clamor that passers-by in the bazaar stared, eyes wide with surprise at me and my pocket. The coin of those days, the strange thing, made so much more noise too. Finally, in a panic, I grabbed all four of them and held them tight in my fist, and then they were silent. Thank you.